Hi, hello, it's Sugar. Welcome to my boss guide for Normal and Heroic Vigilant Guardian. This encounter has 3 phases, with the last being a burn phase that starts at 15%. Use hero then. Phase 1 consists of defeating 3 types of adds to power up an automated defense matrix. More on that later. Start with a raid positioned in the middle of the room, near the back automated defense matrix. DPS should prioritize the Volatile Materium adds first because of adaptive subroutines. The longer these adds are alive, the more deadly they are. Next, focus any point defense drones. In Heroic, they teleport around the room. They cast Blast, and in Heroic, Searing Ablation. Searing Ablation can be deadly, especially if a player is targeted with more than one. Healers should prepare to spot heal these targets, interrupt, stun, push, or grip these adds to minimize their damage. Clean up any Pre-Fabricated Sentries last. This add casts Wave of Disintegration at the tank, creating a line of hexagon shapes that explode rapidly. Avoid the line and try to face this add away from the raid group. At 50 energy, Dissonance is cast on the tank, slamming them for physical damage and increasing the damage taken from the next one. Swap around 3 to 4 stacks. When enough of these adds have been defeated, the nearest automated defense matrix will power up and drop a force field. In Heroic, it will also channel Seer on random players. When the boss reaches 100 energy, Exposed Core is cast, and the raid needs to take shelter in this field. In Heroic, this shield will also protect any adds that are brought into it, so don't go in early. After Exposed Core is over, the shield will fade and the defense matrix will begin to attack the raid. This add, and the ones to the left and right of the room, drop the unstable cores that are needed to break the boss out of the wall. Assign 3 players to carry the cores to the front wall. When close enough, use the extra action button to throw it. Carrying the core reduces movement speed by 50%. However, Blinks, Warlock Gates, Door of Shadows, and other abilities can be cast. Healers should spot heal these players since they'll be taking light ticking damage. Once all 3 cores have been thrown, Phase 2 begins, but before we go there, let's look at the rest of Phase 1 mechanics. The boss will periodically cast Deresolution at players, marking them with a red line. Players marked should run out of the raid to a safe area to prevent the raid from being hit. This creates a line of hexagons that spans the length of the room. Radioactive Core radiates the raid with light damage in this phase every 3 seconds. This ability will also be present in phases 2 and 3 with ramped up damage and a name change. Refracted Blast is fired randomly at players, creating hexagon zones to dodge. This ability will continue throughout the fight. That's all for Phase 1, let's move to Phase 2. After all 3 unstable cores have been thrown, the boss will emerge from the wall at 40%. Positioning for this phase isn't as important so long as the raid has room to dodge mechanics. Tanks will now deal with Split Resolution and Pneumonic Impact. Split Resolution will send out hexagon lines and an asterisk pattern from the boss's feet. Everyone should avoid these, and tanks can drag the boss away as needed. Pneumonic Impact happens every 50 energy and increases damage taken from the next impact by 200% for 45 seconds. Tank swap every stack. For the healers, Radioactive Core is now Fractured Core, ticking on the raid just like in Phase 1, but with more damage. Passively healing should be enough, but a healing CD might be needed to top off the raid before entering Phase 3. Matter Dissolution will mark a player and after 6 seconds create multiple orbs in a large circle around their location that will begin to roll in towards them. The player will be slowed by 50% for 10 seconds after this expires. Being hit with any of these orbs deals a burst of damage and leaves a stacking debuff that increases damage taken by the next hit by 100%. Run out of the raid group to a safe area, use blinks, teleports, or other movement abilities to avoid being hit by the orbs. At 15%, the last phase begins. Every 3 seconds, Core Overload increases the raid-wide damage it's putting out by 30%. The raid should stack in melee to make healing easier. Pop Hero and any CDs that are left. Healers should prepare to rotate their healing CDs here to keep the raid up. That's all for this fight. Here's a TLDR. Phase 1 add priority. Small, medium, large, extra large. Interrupt, stun, and grip the medium adds. Tank swap the large add at 3 to 4 stacks. Hide in the extra large adds force field for Exposed Core. Throw unstable cores from extra large adds to get the boss out of the wall. Dodge hexagons. Run the red line out of the raid group. Phase 2 at 40%. Continue to dodge all hexagons. Tank swap every Pneumonic Impact. Top off the raid before Phase 3 starts. Take Matter Dissolution out of the raid and avoid orbs. Phase 3 at 15%. Hero and Burn, stack together, and rotate healing CDs. I hope you enjoyed this boss guide, and if you did, check out my other videos for the rest of this raid here on my channel. For live raids, head over to my Twitch on Tuesday and Thursday at 9 p.m. Eastern Time. Links in the description below. Okay, bye!